We are pioneers, adventurers, and we are going to lead no matter where the stars point us. We are going to engrave the experience into the lore of Star Citizen, because we are the architects of our destiny. And someday, we'll look back and know that this moment was the beginning of something extraordinary.
The first real Star Citizen cruise. Explore hidden locales. Breathtaking scenery.
Join the cruise and the experience by Stellar Eagle Alliance. Book your tickets now at theexperience.dk.
All right, brilliant.
Yeah. All right, good. Well, I guess the best way to start this is, I guess, from the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
So, I'm the founder of the Danish organization Stellar Eagle Alliance, and in my real life, I'm a movie creator. I create commercial ads and documentaries. And then I'm a voiceover actor, narrating on news programs, docs, and commercial ads and stuff like that.
Gotcha, okay. I was about to say, you have a great voiceover voice, so...
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'm a former radio host in the Danish radio show in Denmark, so I guess that's why.
Brilliant.
So in June, in the end of June, I started the org in the end of June. And then in the beginning of July, one of our new members came into the org and he said, "You know what, Eagle? I was at a server with some guys from Finland. They did this sightseeing thing." And I was like, "Really? So how does that work?" Well, they took out a 600i and they placed it at Everest Harbor. And then they wrote in the global chat, if anyone wants to join in for a sightseeing, it costs about 50,000 USCs, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know.
Something arbitrary to go on a cruise.
Exactly. And then I said, because I love to explore in this system. I love to go to places where I guess no one has been before, a bit like Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then I said to this dude, I said, so how did it work? Well, we flew out and we showed them a lot of planets. So yeah, and then what? Well, what do you mean, then what?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's...
Like, so what? So you spent a couple of hours just flying around? This is Ariel, this is Magda, this is Crusader, Yeah, we did that.
You could easily spend a good amount of time doing that, but yeah, it'd be interesting if there was something more.
So I said to him, so you flew down there, obviously, and showed them something. Well, no. They were, like, very thrilled just to see the planets. I was like, oh, that's stupid.
It's, you're leaving a lot left to be done here.
So when I hang up on Discord that night, I was just sitting in my chair and I could hear my brain starting. You know, when your brain starts to rumble inside of you, you have an idea or some kind that you need to get out. In my mind, it started with, this is a fucking cool idea. Sorry. This is very, very cool idea.
That's good.
So what would I do? Because all of the events I do in my org for my org members are based on something I've experienced in the real life, in some way. Either heard about, saw in television, or something like that.
Gotcha.
And
okay.
Then I adopt them into Star Citizen afterwards.
Nice.
So I was like, what would I do if I was supposed to go on a cruise or sightseeing? And the minute I said that, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a cruise. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially when you have things like the 890 or the 600i, which can facilitate a space cruise. So
definitely. So I started thinking all the steps through in real life. I've never been on a cruise, to be honest, but I started to thinking all the what I thought was the step, with a lot of voice announcement and boarding procedures and security announcements and all that kind of stuff you would imagine happening in a real cruise in real life. So when I started writing, I had all those bullet points with me, and I wanted to see how far can I go in Star Citizen, recreating this in Star Citizen using the 890 jump.
Gotcha.
And 36 hours later, I created something that was come to call the experience. which is the first real space cruise in Star Citizen in the world of its kind.
I have the again the website as well as the YouTube video of what we're talking about, folks, in the chat. I just linked them again. So continue, Eagle.
All right, of course. So what I thought is, well, how can I do this in Star Citizen? How can I adopt this into Star Citizen? So I talked to my org guys. Today we're 149 in the Denmark's second largest organization.
Nice.
So I started talking to these guys about this, and they were like, hell yeah, we want to do this. So today, actually, we are a crew at 36 people on board the ship, around the ship. So basically what it means is, when you go to the website and then you book a ticket, you would get a ticket confirmation where you need to transfer the amount of USCs, because this is in-game money, it's not real money.
Perfect. And for those, if I'm thinking of making this highlight into an information video for others that would want to see it as well. So, yeah. But yeah, perfect. That was going to be the next thing I asked. So it says, book your ticket now. It's wanting in-game currency, yeah?
Yeah, it's 400,000 USCs. I didn't want it to be too cheap.
How much?
Because it is 400,000 USCs.
400,000. Ooh, so very classy of a ticket. Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted it to be luxurious still, but still not too expensive either.
Yeah, that's just enough to where, the people who have been able to make decent amount of cash are able to afford it.
Yeah. We have a lot of different stuff for you guys.
Beautiful.
So basically what you would do is here, once you book the ticket and transfer the money to the in-game account, then you would get a booking confirmation with your boarding card, and fulfilled with, I want it to be streamlined so everything fits in together. The boarding card, as you got here, is a virtual boarding card that you'll receive in the mail, together with boarding informations and a security video and stuff like that. Even the QR code works, actually.
Hell yeah.
Then you can see on the right side you got a boarding code, which is the one you're gonna need once you get to the space cruise. Now, to the cruise harbor.
Now, real quick question: to make this image, you had the golden ticket in your hand, and then you photoshopped all of this onto it, because this looks like it's taken in game, like somebody was actually grabbing the ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. No, not at all. This is me drawing it all. I've drawn it all. This is before golden tickets.
Oh, this was before the. Okay, I was like, well, clearly they just used that to make the. Oh, well, brilliant job on all this then.
So what you would do after you get your boarding card, then you would go out and shop for a casual outfit. Not an armor, not an undersuit, not anything else, but private civilian clothes.
Gotcha, so just regular civvy clothes.
Regular civvy clothes, and then you would... it would be a good idea for you to check your in-game speak is working, your in-game voice.
I have issues with my VR mic and whatnot. I'll make sure to try to figure that out and have it permanently working finally. But
perfect. And 1 hour before departure, the boarding process starts. So there should be more than enough time for everybody to get onto our server, even though it's full at the time. 1.5 hours would be more than enough to get in there. But I can only recommend that you, the day before, go to that cruise harbor and
save yourself over there.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what you do is you dress in your finest outfit, and then you go to the gate where you are met by a security check-in outside of the gate, and they'll check your boarding code. And once you get once you get that done, you'll be asked to go, and you'll be permitted to go into the ship. And this is the cool part, because we actually made something impossible possible. Because we found, I found through my record studio and through my film studio, a technical way to be able to play music on board the ship. So you enter the ship, and then you hear the different voice announcements. I have 3 different voiceover actors, including me, who has made a lot of different announcements for the ship. Even a communication with the space station and us. So when we're taking off, departing, or when we're arriving back again, we'll be greeted by the station. We'll be sent off by the
So when you
station
when you call it the experience, this is going to be an experience.
Yes, definitely.
Everything is catered and crafted and taken care of. And
on board the ship, you'll find a medical team, you'll find a catering team, and a navigational team, and including me, of course. And then you'll find a huge amount of security as well, making sure that everybody is safe at all times, of course, obviously.
I guess we're just allowed to go talk to anybody and peruse around while we fly in between locations?
Of course. As long as you only vacate the areas that is accessed by a normal staircase.
Gotcha.
There is a massive amount of security taking care of the hull.
Yeah.
Also because the turret there, if we're gonna get attacked, which we will at some point someday, definitely. So the hull security, their job is to make sure that no one goes down there. If you go down there, you'll be warned, obviously, and then you'll be incapacitated. And then you'll be revived again back up at the guest area, having a warning, and so on and so on. This is a big role-playing ship where everybody on board has their job for that night, for that day.
Gotcha. Brilliant. I love it.
In addition to all this, we'll fly you guys out and show you so many places in Star Citizen that none of you probably never thought about existed.
So, quick question. I'm assuming that you have this all planned out and you have an itinerary and a schedule that you are following. I don't know if we're allowed to see where we're going or if you wanted to keep a surprise, but now my next question is, how long will the entire experience take?
The entire experience from departure. So
yeah, from departure, from gate closing.
Yeah, exactly. 4 hours. 3.5
4 hours. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay, I love it. 100,000 credits per hour. That's not bad, honestly.
No, I agree. So I found a lot of places in Star Citizen that I've never seen before.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to everything else. The cruise sounds amazing. I can't wait. So yeah, this is going to be brilliant.
And so basically, I guess what we're going to do is we are going to do some excursions out of the ship. Benny Hens, for example, also the forest and Microtech, and some other specific places where we're going to go out and explore a bit. Another thing there is amazing about doing a cruise like this is you get to talk to the other people that you probably never met before, some of them, because this is going to be like, a living organism inside the ship, including all these beautiful vistas and small Easter eggs or large Easter eggs, depending on who you are and what you've seen in the system before. So this is something that we're really, really looking so much forward into doing.
Heck yeah, man! I can't wait, and everything you described sounds like it's right up my alley.
Maybe we should take a look at the website. By the way, thank you, Lord.
Oh yeah. So I linked the website, and then we'll get going here on our Daymar rally practice in just a sec, Nomad. Let me just move it over, and then desktop 1. All right, then I can drag that. All right, beautiful. Let me FPS view so we can see the whole desktop. All right, so this is the website, you guys.
How come you have it in black? Oh, that's because
I have. Oh yeah, no, I have. This is. Yes, and I don't like to be blind.
Thank you. Well, it is supposed to be.
Yeah. So yes, it's working properly. I just have my things on.
It's all right. Well, so this is the website, and what I did with the website is I wanted it all to be connected together in the same kind of quality and display. So and this is why we're talking about the destinations. There's a letter from me as well. Why the experience, our ship, and so on and so on and so on. I found a lot of went out and took a lot of beautiful pictures from in the game, and then I created this FAQ where basically, hopefully, all of questions are
all
answered.
the basic questions. Yeah. A refund? Oh, come on. This is gonna be grand.
You know what? When you handle people, you need
to be able to. Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
So basically, this is us. Besides that, we're just a Danish org doing casual, not role playing, but PvP, mining, cargoing, exploring, and all that everybody else does in the system, and just loving it. So. But this is like a birth of something new. We went worldwide, I found out, and last week I got a rather beautiful letter from Chris Wayne from CRG.
Oh, nice.
telling us how amazing this is, and this is a first timer, and they'll be looking at one of the streams from the sidelines, taking notes.
Heck yeah, man.
So you are gonna be on the Maiden voyage, January 13th.
January 13th?
Yeah.
Is the Maiden voyage? Okay, cool. So for everybody else, it's the 27th, but the actual main voyage is the 13th.
Yeah, and that's the VIP streamer.
Oh, brilliant! Well, heck
so
yeah,
you're gonna
man.
be on the ship together with. Can I? Well,
yeah.
Is it like? All right, I'm gonna name drop a bit. All right.
Yeah. Name drop all you want.
So far, we know that Space Tomato is coming, and Board Gamer is coming, Authentic Young, Expat Brad, you obviously.
Yeah.
And a couple of officials as well. Won't tell you who.
No problem.
Maybe 3 actually. So and a lot of the whole command team from Rescue Squad 1 is gonna join in as well.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, so we for now, up until now, you're like 20 streamers on board. Super Mac brother, he's gonna be there as well.
Heck yeah.
Around now, you're like 20 streamers.
I was about to say.
Maiden, Ariana, and other from the profound people from the streamer category, from the streamer community.
Gotcha, brilliant. Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Then obviously for everybody else, ticket sales starts at January 1st.
Yeah, I know. I feel you're trying to make the experience as good as possible for everybody, and I commend you for it. So,
thank you.
Thank you so much for dropping by and explaining everything. And yeah, if you guys are watching this as a highlight on YouTube, Chachi's going on a cruise. So, and you too can, and you can as well, starting January 27th.
And by the way, you guys could help me out by going into the community hub and upload a video. That would be very cool.
And yeah, I'll have all of the links down below in the description if this is a highlight up on YouTube one day. But yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant, man. Well, thank you so much for your time, and glad that you can fly and have us with you.
All right, thank you so much. And you guys have a nice time at Daymar.
No problem. We're about to just do a bit of rally practice. So I'm also signed up for the Daymar rally as well this year. Going to be the first person to do it in VR with a full VR team if I can. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We got a lot of plans here at VRSC and Chachi Sanchez.
Chachi Sanchez. Well, Chachi, I'll get back to you once we get further into closer to the departure date.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you so much, Eagle.
And you're welcome. See you guys.
Thank you. All right, brilliant.
Yeah, bye.
Later.
Bye.
Absolutely amazing. So that's gonna be a fun little event that we have on the horizon. Yeah, with that said, look forward to that, people. Thank you so much for doing the voodoo that you do. And with that said, till next time, stay safe and fly right. Don't mind my thumb. It's healing. All right, I'm going to cut the video here, folks.